part 2. So that very, very quick one we did yesterday was part 1. Just so you know.
Return of the algebra.
And so now we're going to do part 2. And part 2, let me grab my homework so I can see what I'm doing.
Oh my God. And now to create, and then you're doing no longer say moo, they say waka maka ding dong.
Okay, guys. All right, so there's a few things you can do with polynomials. So you guys already know that part. Let me see. Now, if I were, say, to ask you to add or subtract polynomials, right? This is what you might see. So say 4x squared minus 10x plus 2 plus, and then in parentheses again, I'll have negative 3x squared minus 4x plus 10.
Jesus, scary.
Okay?
It hurts.
So when I give you something like this, do you agree with me? They're in parentheses, right? So you always want to get rid of parentheses.
They are evil.
You know, 95% of the time in math, to solve for something, you got to get rid of the parentheses. Now that is not actually true in quadratics when we're talking parabolas. So we'll talk about that later, but not today. But we want to get rid of the parentheses. The question is it legal to just erase this set of parentheses right here? Would it change the meaning of this at all?
No.
No, because there's, what's hidden in front of this?
1.
A 1. What is 1 times this? It's this, right? So I don't really need the parentheses here, so I'm going to just sort of erase them. Or I could rewrite it or
They don't
whatever.
exist anymore.
But now the question is, do I need this set of parentheses?
Wait, Gary, move your head. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, because what's in front of this one?
A positive and only if
A
you have
positive 1, right? And positive 1 times all this is just all this. So I don't need the 1, I don't need this, and I don't need this. Now I'm ready to combine. Does that make sense? You see that? So the goal is to first get rid of the parentheses. Now you have to use like terms. You have to combine like terms, okay? So which are my like terms? 4x squared is like what?
Wait, wouldn't you have to multiply positive?
It's got to be the same.
Negative 3x squared.
Yeah, these are the same. Those are like terms because they have x squareds, right? If it had x cubes, they wouldn't be like terms. X squared, if these two are both x squareds, they're like terms. All right, so I'm going to combine those. What is 4x squared minus 3x squared? 1x squared, or just x squared. Okay, good. Now, I've got a negative 10x and what? And negative 4x, right? Don't you agree with me? Those are like terms. They both have an x, right? So negative 14x, right? Negative 14x. And my last is my 2. It's a positive 2 and a positive 10. So that is 12. Right? 2 plus 10 is 12.
I did that.
So that was pretty easy, right?
For Christmas, you've been Illuminati.
So, okay, Skylar. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, can I erase? Okay, I can erase. You taking notes?
Yes.
Okay, get them out. We can start taking notes.
Yay!
All right. How about this one? 2x squared plus 4x minus 7 minus 3x squared minus 2x
Being negative.
minus 3.
All you have to do is write them as a positive. Except the first one, that one's negative.
All right, so we have 2 sets of parentheses again. Do I need these parentheses here for this first one? No. I can just erase them because it's just a positive number right in front of it, positive 1. So I can erase those. But what about this one?
You have to do the positive and the negative because negative times negative equals positive.
Right, there's a negative in front of this parenthesis, right? which means it's going to multiply times each sign and change the sign. Does that make sense?
Oh my God.
Right? You can, if some of you prefer to put a -1 in there, I personally prefer to just think negative. Negative times positive is negative. Negative times negative is positive. Negative times negative is positive. So I'm just going to rewrite this one as minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 3. Do you see that? And so now I'm going to combine these. And if you want to, it's totally legal to bring this over here and put it right underneath it. Minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 3. If you add them now together, this becomes negative x squared. This is plus 6x. And this is minus 4. And that's my answer. You with me? So I'm showing you two different ways. One way is to go the box, and the box, and the circle, and the circle, and the triangle, and the triangle. Or you could just put them underneath each other, lining up the like terms. You with me? Fist of 5. You guys with me? You good? You got it? Okay. All right, can I erase?
Yes. Moo says the cow.
Let me know when I can erase.
Blue goes Warren.
If the cow says
Did you
moo,
write
then you
this
can
down?
erase. Oh, cow said moo, you can erase it.
Cow
Okay,
goes
you can erase
I can erase it?
pig goes shallow.
Magdalena? I can? You sure?
Stop it.
Okay, guys. Guys, this is a video. So,
Jackson.
Jackson, people are going to think I'm torturing you, okay?
How?
He
So be
is.
quiet.
I'm a cow.
I don't want people in the Philippines to think this is what I do in my class, is torture my students. Right?
Gary has good shackles.
I mean a cow.
Okay, so if we have, okay, now we're going to talk about finding products. This is where you need to sort of pay attention. This is a little, it's actually quite easy, but it's a little trickier than the adding and subtracting.
Yeah, homework.
So if I had x squared, parenthesis, 2x third
Products.
plus 4x squared minus, minus 3x.
The same
Okay.
thing yesterday.
So this is, excuse me?
You know a dog can smell through walls?
Okay, so guys, this is a video, right? Okay, so I have to multiply. What is this called? A monomial, binomial, or trinomial?
That's a monomial.
Monomial, right? It's one term. And I'm multiplying it times what? A
Trinomial.
trinomial. So I'm doing a monomial times a trinomial. So I just have to use distributive property, right? And I'm going to have to use my exponent rules. So, Saroy, pay attention on the exponent rules. So, first of all, it's 1. There's a hidden 1 here. 1 times 2 is 2. And then x squared times x cubed is x to the 2 plus 3, which is x to the 5th.
I told you.
And then I've got a plus sign. Now I've got to multiply this times the middle term. So it's going to be 4, and then x squared times x squared is x to the 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then I've got minus 3
3x to the third.
x to the,
Third.
there's a 1 here and a 2 there, so that's 3. I added them together. So that's easy, right?
Very.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing to do, there's nothing hard about that.
And then
Oh,
just
that was
solve it.
pretty
Okay?
easy.
So if I, so Jackson, if I'm asking you to multiply a monomial times a binomial, it's even easier, right? You would just, what about a monomial times a quadrinomial, a polynomial? Like
It'll be,
it's still easy, right?
hey Gary,
It's
what
the,
if you...
this times this, this times this, this times this, this times whatever, however many things you
Hey
have.
Gary, do
Hey.
we... Can I borrow some kids? Me.
Oh yeah, you're taking a few kids?
Take me, take me,
Jackson.
take me now.
Is there a chance that you could wait 3 minutes? Is that a possibility? That'd be great, because they're not gonna know how to do the homework if I don't show them this last piece.
Is
Okay.
this the end of it? Do you just
No,
leave
that-
it like that, or do you...
And that's it, that's all you can do.
Okay.
Lemon, Jax, and
Okay, so let me just finish this, guys. Take your notes, take notes while I'm doing this. Now, this is the tricky part. when it's a binomial
Times the trinomial.
times, well, this would work too, but I'm going to just do binomial times binomial for now, okay? A binomial times a binomial. So let's say I had x plus 4 times x minus 7, okay?
Whatever you just like.
Now, think about it. If you ignore the plus 4 for a second, then you could sort of think of it as like a monomial times a binomial, right?
What the four ever did you use?
Right? So watch. I could ignore this 4 for a second and pretend it's not there. And I'm just going to do the x times the first one and the x times the second one. You with me? Then, after I've multiplied that out and written it down here, I'm going to pretend that the x is not here.
Oh, I remember this.
And then suddenly it is a monomial times a binomial again. So then it's going to be 4. The only thing is I put my arcs down here. 4 times x and then 4 times negative 7. So now let's do the whole thing.
X to
The first thing, x times x is x squared. X times negative 7,
is negative 7x.
negative 7x. Okay, now 4 times x is
4x
positive 4x. 4 times negative 7,
is negative 28.
negative 28. Now, when you do this, you're almost done. You're not done yet. Are there any like terms in here that I can
Yes,
combine?
that's 7x and the 4x.
So this can be combined. So my final answer is x squared minus 3x minus 28. Make sense?
Okay.
Right? All it is just a monomial times a binomial, and then the other monomial times the binomial. You get it?
We have 5 minutes left.
Okay. So do you want me to do another example, or do you think you got it?
No.